Uh,
Pleasant good night to all our dedicated YouTube followers. I am Candice Edwards, and we are here again tonight, back with the same topic as of last week. Why younger men seems to be so attracted to older women, right? Feel free to call in when the time is right. Send us a message. A friend tell a friend, and let's have a time. So tonight we have a special, beautiful guest. Her name is Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Good night.
Hi, good night. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, my dear. So, tell me, Kelly, um, if you would like to, you don't have to tell me your age, but approximately, how old are you? You don't have to give the definite age, eh? If
I
you
have
don't
two
want to.
girls. I have two kids, two girls. One is 14 and one is 6.
Right. So, have you ever had an experience? Have you ever had an experience with have you ever had an experience? And if you had one, how was it for you? Or would you ever date a younger man?
Well, my understanding about that is one, age is just a number, and we should always look at the experience of a person than to make any type of decision dealing with relationship.
Okay, but Kelly, wow. But well, my take on this is that judging from my age, right? I'm in my 40s, okay? And yes, I have 3 kids. I'm also a granny. And no way in hell a younger man, I will ever entertain a younger man in my life because at this age, I will be looking for stability. And these younger men nowadays, they're looking for a sugar mommy. Despite the fact, as you just say, that, you should give it a chance. But don't you think it would be a bit risky?
I mean, if you're just judging by the person's age
Mm-hmm.
before you even speak to them to even know where their mental level is at,
Uh-huh.
I would say I would say no. You shouldn't judge a person by their age or assume that they are not able to, withstand a concrete relationship with a person that is your age.
Wow. I understand. Okay, I understand
You see
that.
that,
But I
Candice?
am
You see that? You see that?
Mr. Mr. Edison,
Yes,
that
yes,
one
yes,
would have
Candice.
that that one would have fallen right in your alley, you understand? Because you're a younger guy, and I want to believe the last time we had that conversation, you would have said you was having an affair with an older woman and it's working out for you. But everybody have, their different opinions. And
Mm-hmm.
for me, I will not go down that road, right? Because I am looking for stability. Now, most women who want that level, right, they would, think about the experience, how the sex will be like, because probably they would have had older men in their life. And as you say, the 10 minutes man, in the life,
Yeah, yeah. You
yeah,
talk about little
and
10
so they
minutes,
will
man.
go, yes, so they will want to,
Where you from?
so they will want to try
Anyway,
somebody younger.
it had that in Trinidad, 10 minutes, man. I know.
Yeah, but it has some age when men they can't go longer, because of certain
The same
circumstances.
10 minutes, man, I'm talking about Candice. I don't know. I
Listen
just
to
want to
me,
be on
Mr.
topic here.
Robertson. There are men, because of certain circumstances beyond their control, they can't go more than 15, 20 minutes.
All
And
right.
some women tend to, for sexual reasons, date a younger man for the pleasures. But after the sexual pleasures, what's next?
Yeah, but what pleasures can there be? So, what pleasures you're talking about?
Well, the sexual pleasures to reach to the peak, to get a proper workout. You understand?
Comes right back to experience.
Right, to
So
get the
a
experience.
experienced young man.
Yeah, but how well I me, Miss Aronson and Kelly, that is number thing, eh? That is number thing, and I stand on that. I really, really stand on that. But kudos to the ones that would have had that kind of experience and it worked out for them. But my thing is this, all right. Let's say, Kelly, you were in your 40s, right? And a guy in his 20s would have approached you and y'all, let me say y'all, kick it off. Or let's start and go out, dinner, party, and y'all start to enjoy each other company. And y'all decide, based on how, the both of you guys vibes in, to go into something serious, right? Now remember, you will be in your 40s, they're saying, right? And this guy in his 20s. 10 years from that, now a woman tends to age faster than a woman. Now,
Than a man.
Than a man, sorry, thanks for the correction. So then, after a while, your body will be looking young and perky and sexy. And remember this man way younger than you. And then eventually he starts to not to want to be seen with you in public. But before, he will walk the road with you, he will hold your hand, he will kiss you in the broad daylight anyway. But as time goes by, the little wrinkles start kicking, the little arthritis. You want to go to bed a lot more earlier. You don't want to go out there to line. The most you want to do is go to work and come home. And let's say he doesn't want that. He wants to still go out and party.
Okay. Miss Candice, I understand your assumptions quite clearly, and it's very logical and makes sense, right? But let's say, as you said, I'm 40 something and I met this young guy who is 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should have enough time for you to know who you are dealing with. You understand? What I mean is, you should be able to pay attention, to tell that, all right, this person is, he has good experience, he knows what he's doing and all of that. You should be able to tell that right off, you understand? Because we as women, we pay attention to the things that we are looking for in men.
Yeah.
Despite the age, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And once this relationship turns into love, there's nothing like, because you have wrinkles, I don't love you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
But,
so I know, I will try to be more optimistic about it first to begin with, while I'm taking my notes to make a decision if this thing with this young thing is going to go further.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying, young thing. But because Kelly, some men, they would come to you, right? And they would be all up in your space because, as an older woman, you might look good, for your age, right? But then again, men funny. And the type of men,
I'm not hearing you anymore.
they tend to stray, right?
We didn't hear you just now, then you kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a call was trying to come in and I send them a message telling them. Anyhow, we can't get away from that. So what if, all right, you all decide to go into a relationship, right? And now we older women, we tend to look for stability, right? Remember, we go down in age, we've been there, done that. And the young man would appear to be.
Hey, just so I see Kelly laughing, Kelly way laughing at tell me.
Because this show is more like starting to sound like, if it's possible
Yes.
have a concrete relationship with a younger person than
Exactly.
yourself.
Yes.
This is what this show, this is what this topic is all sounding like. Forgive me if
Yes.
I'm
Yes, it
wrong.
is. It is. You are quite correct. You are quite correct. So we want to know if it is possible. We're looking at not just at the moment. We're looking at like 20 years, 25, 30 years down the road, if it will be possible, if it will last until, let me say, that was part.
Right. So
What are
I'm
your take
saying
on that?
we no one knows the future besides God Himself, right?
Okay.
And as I said earlier,
Uh-huh.
with everything in life, we need to take a positive approach. There is not everything
Okay.
is built on just logics, because we would have never
Okay.
had coincidence. You understand where I'm coming from? So the best
Yes, I'm
approach you
understanding.
could take with a younger person is just being optimistic. And as I said earlier, you take your notes and you yourself decipher if I can carry on with this younger person or not. It's not hard to say next.
I like you.
Watch out, the young people different the truth in them because you're going on it. I don't know how it is. A woman could just say next just so without not having that kind of emotional connection with the person at all.
And you
I can't
see,
understand that.
and you see
Explain
that is
that to me
my
because
thing.
Candace, I see people saying I don't want to go on breaks and them kind of thing. There's something I don't understand. How come you can
You
just say next just so?
you see, that is my thing.
Women, we are not only emotional creatures, we also take our note. We are supposed to, because remember, we're looking for a alpha, a protector, you know, we a king. We're looking for a king. So we need to take our notes to know, well, yes, this is the person that we're gonna follow for the rest of our life. So we need to be careful. We need to take our notes, and after taking the notes, there is where we will make decision if it's to say next or keep.
All right. Now, men are good actors, right? Men are very good actors. That's how we young people will say
I,
they are
I
players.
don't think so, Candace. I don't think so. A woman could act more than a man.
I'm not, listen to me. Let me tell you something.
I
As I
think
said
so,
before,
Candace.
as I said before, a
Both
woman
both
in
sex
her
both sex
40s,
both sexes capable of acting.
right? But I can only talk for
No, but
myself. Now, I'm in my,
I know both sexes capable of acting, but I studied who can act more. You understand? Is who does act more? All right. A man, you talk about an alpha male. An alpha male is a straightforward person, right? Straightforward, the straight to the point, the leader, like they take the lead in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But they don't really act in it. If you're really looking at it, but
yeah,
women have a tendency to hide, boy. Oh God,
but
don't
what
do
if,
don't do
that man is a very good actor?
don't do that,
I mean,
Candace.
as I said before, if you find out he's faking, he's not true, next.
You,
But let me
you,
tell you this: it
you,
have some men,
you're
it
giving him
have
back to the streets.
it have some men, right?
For the street.
Go back to the
It have
streets.
some, it have some
I'll
men,
get out
right?
there.
It have some men. They could act for years
Oh,
because here we're
those.
going, right? That's some real good actors. Likewise, as you say, women, right? But it have some men. They will act for years. They're coming home, although they're young. They're coming home on time. They handling it. They're doing everything, right? And let's face it, us older women, we going down in age. And as I say, our bodies will remain like young and perky and sexy and all of that. The little dimples will come in, the little uncle Ata go stepping in the shoulder and on the right knee and on the left knee, right? Now, men, listen to me, men looking on, and a man like, majority of men, they like sexiness, they like spunk. So picture a woman in her late 50s or 60s, right? Because remember, you would have been with a man here in your 40s, you would have been a man in your 30s, and time goes by. And the way how she would have looked in a Victoria's Secret underwear and bra or whatever, in her 40s. Picture her in her late 50s and into her late 60s. She won't be looking that attractive,
Right. So
right?
the beauty, what we have it as the standard of beauty, it will fade away as time passes, as age increases, right?
Right,
But then
right.
when that happen, I can understand, because Miss Candace is not only you alone probably have a fear of that. I mean, all women, because I mean, why are we running on beauty? You understand? Why do we run beauty? It's because everybody want to look
Yeah,
good
but
and we want to look good forever. You understand? And obviously, we would want to know if our man find us sexy, and yes, it will have a time when that will fade away, right? But we need to take fear, you understand, out of the equation, because if you had done your research, you would have seen how many times in the Bible they have thou shalt not have no fear. We need to take that fear of this out of this equation, and you talk to your person, maybe you don't find her beautiful anymore, you don't find her attractive, you understand? And if he says no, he don't find so anymore, and the relationship is no longer is to be, we need to accept that.
all right, I understand that. But what if this man don't want to hurt your feelings? What if you was good to him and you was there for him in the time and need and he don't want to hurt your feelings? But behind your back, he goes out now and finds somebody way younger than you, and eventually you get to find out. Wouldn't
As
that
I
be?
said, we have to accept. We have to accept
But
that
there
life
will
goes
see.
on.
Yes, but let me tell you, it have some women, they just fall in love like myself. I don't risk love. I don't misuse the word love. When I'm with somebody, I just give it my all. I just give it, I just try my best. I just have faith. But eventually, when that time comes, let's say, yes, he love you. Okay, we're going down. Bam, you start to get old. You come and you get, sick.
Candace, let me interrupt you a little bit. I, I, I mean, I
Interruption.
mean, it's something I detecting a fear inside of you when it come into the word old. You understand?
Yes, and
When
listen, all of us, all women,
This
don't
is
matter
not
our
fair.
age.
This is not fair. This is being realistic. This is being
Well,
realistic. Because
all right,
I had friends, they were with all younger men, and it turned out a tragedy because they would have been doing all the right thing, they would have been
no,
happy together.
no, I
They
would have to I would
understanding.
have told you about this relationship that I have with an older woman. You understand? And the thing about it turned out to be very good. You understand? And I'd be happy every day, and I'd be laughing all the time. It's an amazing feeling because
So
I feel understood.
let me ask you, Mr. Renson. So don't you have little meltdowns at time that you would ask yourself,
The like all human being candy. Come down, man. It had them kind of times you go have a little meltdown, you go have a little ups and downs and them kind of thing. In all relationship.
we always have a time when you want a little extra sprinkles on your ice cream. It will always have that time. We are just humans.
well,
Just to heal.
I am not willing to risk that at all. I am sorry. Call
And
me.
here's what. Here's what. You are so smart because you already know what you can deal with, and you are not jumping in that pot of fire. And
No, thank you, my
It's
love.
truth.
Let me
It's truth.
bow.
It's truth. It's truth. And
Let me bow.
and and
Yes,
and and,
I'm not.
and Candice not owning up to it. You understand? When Candice when I would have bring this question to Candice in the earlys, she would have hit me the whole psychology. She would have throw the book at me. She boil, fry, and stew the book and say this is what it is. And I would have told her, I said no. I mean, these stories and them, they are exceptions, and we had to face the fact to it. The fact of the matter, there is a certain portion of society that is attracted to older men
yes,
and vice versa. Because
it's possible.
the,
No, but you
the,
see, the thing is this. The thing is this, right? In my eyesight, right? I don't find it to look bad when a younger woman with an older man.
Never,
Now,
never.
it don't, you share the same views as I. Now, when a younger woman with an older man, because I would have been in a relationship where I was the younger person, and I didn't feel bad because the guy, he looked good, and as Mr. Renison say, he wanted to know if he was a 10 minutes man, but no, to answer your question, Mr. Renison, no, he wasn't a 10 minutes
But I
man.
know you ain't going to answer that in the fullness now.
No, I'm telling you the truth. It has some men. It has
I know
some
you going to
men.
run from that question now.
No, listen to me. It has some older men. They sparking just like younger men, right? So I would have been in a relationship with an older guy, and it worked out for me, right? But eventually,
Don't do that. Don't do that at all.
it would have worked out for me.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Not all old man does be sparking. Don't do that.
I am not saying I am not saying all old men sparking. But what the point that I'm trying to make, it will not look bad when a younger woman with an older man, they go call he a dam, they might call she, a little sugar baby. But when they see an older woman, no matter what
in general, it have a set of society that a certain set of society, them does accuse, them is the judge. Them will always see something and judge it. I mean, you just always find them thing. You understand? You always find. If you see a young man with an older woman, people, it has certain, the judges go jump up and say, what she? And he might be the most happiest man in the world. You understand?
Yes,
as I say, every day I just wake up with smiles on my faces. I don't know. I mean, you should try it out someday, Candace. I have a nice little young boy here for you. I mean,
Kelly, let's hear what you have to say, Mike.
About what now? Which one?
Mr. Renison,
I'm hearing things I never hear before. That's one. 10 minutes. To me, you're saying somebody lasting for 10 minutes. First time I hear that one.
No. Kelly, what we say is that she was boasting about a relationship that we had in our next session the last time, right? About this 10 minutes man that she would have confessed it to on the last thing. So I can't just take it feel she in it, and this 10 minutes man, I mean, you're bound to be unsatisfied. And if he's an older guy,
I don't know where Renison get the 10 minutes man part, but I was with an older guy, right? And our sex life was very healthy. He wouldn't last no 2 hours like no young boy, but I will get a good half an hour to 35 minutes. Mr. I'm speaking, I'm on my legs, I'm speaking. Right? And it was satisfying enough for me. Right? It was really satisfying. Unfortunately, he came and he passed away, with COVID. So I happened to stay by myself because now a lot of younger men coming on to me, I will be walking the streets.
I mean,
young men who could be my son age, because I have a son who is in his 30s. And you could see mother's milk wrong them out till and they're pelting strong tackle. And I would be like, what the hell? But listen to me, it does make me feel good. It make me feel sexy and attractive. Because, it make me look like, all right, that I still have it. But to actually go ahead into a relationship with a younger man, I'm not looking for no heartbreak, because when I love her, there's love for real. Now, if it is,
so what you trying to tell me? A older man can break your heart too then? I mean,
yes, he can.
You're saying something I don't understand at all.
Yes, it can happen. But listen to me. It is different with a younger man. You see, I have a lot of emotions there, You come like you're walking on eggshells, And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. You're walking on eggshells, and in your subconscious mind, although you know the relationship part, it's sweet, it's sexy, he turning you on, all the pose, the Kama Sutra, the breakback boogie, the back shot, the everything. You're reaching your climax, you're squirting, you're gushing, you're doing everything. But at the end of the day,
I believe, were you talking about it, Candace? I don't believe you can achieve that with an older person. the breakback boogie, the thing. You
No,
know,
it
you get
has
that
some
from a
young
young
sisters.
somebody
Listen
that
to
had the
me.
stamina.
It have some.
A man who reach your age, I know you're trying to do it. A man who reach your
It,
age can this. You understand? He can't go that distance. We have to be real. He can't go that
no,
distance.
I ain't talking. No,
If
no,
we
no.
had to talk about from the
I'm
sexual
talking
factor,
about. I'm
but they are
talking about
mature,
with
they are
that.
mature young people, very
Listen to me.
mature.
I'm talking about that with a younger man. I said, should I ever enter into a relationship with a young man? It will be excited because you will actually pull from his energies and the things that you would have done with an older guy. Remember, he's younger, so you will want to please him, and the vibes will be so nice. You will catch yourself doing things that you're not accustomed doing, and then you will start to bond. But when that time is over, your subconscious mind will be playing with you.
Candice, you're just assuming, man. Don't
Yes,
do more that now,
your
man.
insecurities would start to surface because you
Yes,
see,
sister.
you already miscandid. You already told yourself this is impossible. It's impossible to find love in younger men. You
Yes.
understand? So it's obviously you would not you wouldn't ever think it's possible. You understand? So I understand. It's more likely for you to find love in older men or men your age, and I agree
Yes.
with you if
And
that's
it's
your
safer.
belief and you feel comfortable with that.
And it's safer. It's much safer.
No. Candice, don't say it's safer. Don't do more that. You see,
The
that
chances
is why I see the bias. This is here, Candice.
let us agree with Miss Candace. The chances of finding love in a younger man, it's very low.
Thank
Why you
you.
will say that? No, I want to hear your reasoning because why you will say something like that? Because
Because I mean it makes sense because you see a 25-year-old,
mhm.
anything younger than 25-year-old, the mother milk in the face, there's a lot of growing they still have to do. You
Thank you.
understand? It the chances are low from experience speaking.
Well, at one time, as I was telling Mr. Winston and before, at one time I happened to get into a relationship with a younger man. Now he didn't look his age, right? And yeah, he didn't look his age at all. I was much younger. I was like in my 30s and he was in his mid 20s. He didn't look his age. And when I found out, right, I left because in my mind, that is not what I wanted. I want somebody more stable. Not that he wasn't stable, but again, as you said, and I must admit my insecurities, my mind started to play tricks on me. Probably it might have worked out. It might have worked out. But I wasn't willing to take the chance because I know me. When I'm in love with somebody, I just give it my all. Right? And I would have had a lot of heartbreaks in my years gone by. And I know how it is take a toll on me. So who wants to go through that over and over again? Remember that in my mind, that ain't
Right.
going anywhere.
So I love how you said over and over again. And me and Mr. Renaissance, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, you would hear when she said over and over is the lady is speaking from experience.
Thank you.
It had nothing we can say there again. We lost.
Thank you very much. Woman power. Justice advocates. I'm advocating for myself.
That's the giveaway. The giveaway was over and over. This woman have experience. There's nothing I myself can tell her because I only tried a 23-year-old and trust me,
It didn't work out for you.
no.
No, you see? Now listen to me. It have people, it has worked out for them, because I have a friend.
Yes,
She
it is.
lives not too far from me. She is a retired police officer, and her husband is younger than her. And I just see the love between them. They would walk the road, they would hold hands, and it seems to be working out for them because they're living together for quite a while, for the time that I know them.
Yeah,
They're living together.
Go ahead.
But at one time I heard of a little infidelity taking place between
And
them.
all
Why?
age, Miss Candice. All age.
Yeah, all age it happens, right? But what I'm saying is, if the effect that that will have on that woman. Remember, she with him all her life, not only all her life, but for the majority of her life, and in her mind, she can't really get nothing. I wouldn't say better, but to fulfill her desires and putting all her love and trust in this younger man. She'll be washing, cooking, cleaning, doing everything, catering for him. And to know you're doing all of that. But he coming home, and he comes home, he treats her very well, he makes the groceries, he pays the bills, but he still find it fit to go out there and get a taste in another coochie. And you as a woman, come on, you wondering if that person younger than you, if she's sexier than you, if she's doing it better than you. It does mess with your mental. So again, as I said, if you as a woman, whoever you are, and you want to go ahead with that, it's up to you.
No, we you see, yeah, what I saying, eh? Yeah, my part about it. Why I could talk for men on who is of this belief, because the benefits of being with an older woman, you just get a kind of emotional maturity then. You don't get this little childish behavior where you come to a woman, she don't know what she want and thing. And being an alpha male, oh God, I doesn't like to sing moan tune. But being an alpha male, a male per se, who is of that pattern. When a woman don't know what she want, they ask a woman, because we are here to solve problems. That is how the men brains, alpha male brains is wired. We are problem solvers. So when they come to a woman and she don't know what she want, I mean a simple thing, girl, there you go, I taking you out. Where you would like to go? The most distasteful thing I just get somebody time, I don't know. So where you would like to go? I mean, so you go choose some places now. Now I will choose one now. No, I just end up choosing one because I know that, most of the time I'm decisive on certain things. But you just get a sense of emotional security from being with a older woman. You just get life experience, like what Candice was now talking about. That sense of life experience. They're able to guide you through certain problems. They're able to walk you through certain problems because they was already there. You understand? You get stability from them. It's not like, all right, to be quite honest, young people know this for a fact. Every Monday morning, in the beginning, in young people relationship does want to break up. You understand? And what that does do to us, there is something that we call the fear of abandonment. And it's a real fear. When it is, you're feeling something leaving you, you just be fearful of that. And these things are scientifically proven. When somebody knows alright, look, somebody died. If somebody die in the morning, people will mourn because they know they will not be able to see them again. It doesn't be so intense when somebody in the hospital, but let it hear they're going on dead now. It brings that sense of fear. So when somebody just come in the middle of a relationship and say, hey, that is it between two of us, it does bother you, it does reset you. So you don't get that from an older woman. You understand? The intimacy does be of a different level. It's not trial and error again. You understand? And the less drama, boy.
Okay, but you see now, Mr. Renson, you see how it benefits the younger man?
No,
because
it vice versa too, because sometimes...
Yes, it is vice versa. But in your case, the way how you would have spoke about your partner, right? It benefiting you, right? But you getting the stability, you're getting the togetherness that you want in a relationship. Likewise, if you would have dealt with somebody your age or a little younger. But judging from an older woman perspective, remember she provided all of that for you because she would have been there, done that. and she looking for stability. So she provided all the requirements you want. But the thing is, are you willing to provide the requirements that she needs when she gets older? So let me say good night to Mr. Samaru, right? Hold on. Mr. Samaru, pleasant night. So Mr. Samaru would have said, and have some old woman who does embarrass themselves in public playing young girl. Good one, Mr. Samaru. Now, those are the ones who like to dress, like, breast outside, bottom outside. And as an older woman, even if you're with a younger man, it will hype you up to want to dress sexy, to please him, to catch his eyes, for he to look at only you. But you have to remember your age. You can dress sexy, little revealing, but elegant. It's not how you dress. It's not the clothes really where you're wearing. It's like, I shouldn't say that. It's not what you do, it's how you do things. So you, as an older woman with a younger man, you ain't going out there no pom-pom shorts. You understand? You don't know really how to carry yourself. Right?
Candace.
But at the end of the day, you cannot lose focus to please him. He would like for you to dress sexy, right? But a real man will say, babe, what's going on? I don't want my woman looking too sexy, wear something appropriate. That sexiness is on my eyes only. But then again, in your mind, you're going to be saying, well, how he don't want me to dress so? And I show when he by himself, he watching them batty rider and then breast outside thing. Then again, insecurity step in your mind. It does have you worked up. It does have you worked up. It does have you worked up, and I cannot see myself going down that road. That is too much of a headache. And I show a lot of people.
Candace.
A lot of people.
Candace, we did a caller there. He online. Caller. Hello? Hello?
Pleasant good night, caller.
Yeah, Candace.
We lost that caller.
Yeah, we lost that caller.
Okay.
I feel it has something taking place with the phone line. I mean, if the herd.
Wow, and the amount of my colleagues wanted to call in, because I have a friend. He tell me I can call his name. His name is Kevin Herbert. He tell me earlier on today. I said, Kevin, I wanted to call in on this show because I know he's a big woman lover. And he said, Candace, girl, I love big woman. I said, Kevin, why you like older women? He said, girl, the older the berries, the sweeter the juice. He said, girl, I love older women. They know how to take care of you. They know how to flex. They're sweet, they're tight. And I like, okay then. I said, well, you gotta come on the show. So when I spoke to him a while ago, he was hustling home, right, to see if he could get a call in. I do hope he could get a call in so he can share some of his hot, juicy details with us.
Yeah, but Candace, I see you talk just now there, and you rough up, you ravel up young boys, eh? But what a young boy that going after an older woman, right, is a confident young boy. It's a young boy that believe that he can overthrow the world. So what a older woman can get from a younger boy is that kind of confidence. You're sure that is an alpha male. You're sure about that. I mean, and with a young boy that pursuing most of the times is that it has this kind of shared interest between you and that person. Flexibility and open-mindedness is a big thing too, because you can't believe that a man that age would have had a younger woman, would have experienced certain things and say, hey, it's a conscious decision to say, hey, I'm not finding the thing that I want in my age group. I feel I should try a little bit higher. And the confidence that he will have to pursue a relationship like this or with an older woman, come on. That is a man who can overthrow the world, man.
No, I'm not saying that the possibility don't exist. Eh? And have younger men, they carry themselves as if they are mature men and they know what they want, right? And they will pursue that. I'm not saying no. I'm not being a young man hater. I'm not going to hate on that. But what I'm saying is, how long would you keep up that for? When she starts to get older, that really had to be love, real love and appreciation and attention, because that is hard work.
Yeah, it has to be something that he wants and you want.
Yeah. And then
Period.
the younger man, you had to create a comfort zone for that woman. Because remember, she going down in age and the body, especially she's a hot stepper, right? And the body started, malfunction a bit. You had to create that comfort zone for her. You had to keep reassuring her. And when you make that comfort haven for her, although she will be feeling less than herself, but you keep telling her, baby, you're beautiful, and I love you, and you're treating her good, and you're not being ashamed to walk the road with her. It will kind of boost her and keep her in check. So you, the young man, have a lot of work to do because there's a lot of insecurities. Because if you meet up with somebody like me, who like myself, always like to jump out fresh. And let me say, I go down in age and I pick up a young man, I mean to say, you have plenty of work to do.
Candace, don't do that. You afraid to be with a young boy? Yeah, I feel just because we was on this show here today, you might have changed your mind. Somehow I get that kind of feeling from you. You change your mind. It's all right to change your mind, come out and say,
I ain't changing my mind. I just, as Kelly said, it's all about the individual. So my mind just, all right, I stopped being so arrogant and I chest back and I started watching it from a different angle, right? The possibility can exist. It could work, but the young man will have a lot of work to do.
That is real good.
I don't agree. I don't agree with the young man will have a lot of work to do because let me tell you something, Candace. Out there, a person cannot help you to believe in yourself. Out here, a person cannot help you have confidence. These are the qualities you as a woman should adapt as you go along the way. You understand? So I don't agree with when you said that the young man will have plenty work to do. Baby, let me tell you something, right? If both of you argue and the only thing he can tell you is, you're old. Yes, and I look damn good.
Okay.
That is you maintaining your confidence.
I like that one.
Okay, understand? Don't ever go about thinking that it's somebody's job to help you maintain your confidence. It's somebody's job to help you believe in yourself. These are things that you yourself have to work on and always have.
Yes, I'm not saying no. But in your subconscious mind, after the quarrels and the fights, you will start to ask yourself certain questions.
Baby, pull out that confidence from that closet and trust.
And say next if it doesn't work out.
Watch me.
Next.
I'm afraid of man now. Watch me. Oh, you make me sad afraid. I'm afraid of man now. Yes, see this kind of thing.
Why was I working on my confidence for all these years? Why was I believing in myself for all these years? So a little young fool could come and tell me I old? Okay, and I look good. I look damn good. That's why I caught your eyes. You understand? So
what's where? That is woman power at its finest, dear boy. So since you're talking about that, Kelly, we think about this feminist movement thing because you're pushing a kind of heavy vibe towards that.
I am a proud feminist. Let me put the word out there. And mind you, being a feminist is not only standing up for the rights for women. Being a feminist is standing up for the rights for women and also men. Let me just put that one out there.
All
Yeah, I
right.
don't
So
play today because I was coming back to last year because it I don't know if you ever read the book
No,
by
don't do
Esther
it.
Wheeler.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know if
Vegan.
you ever read the book by Esther Wheeler. But it talk about the polygamous men, and it talk about two distinctive facts within the book. The book would have talk about women and men are two separate beings. Men don't have a choice in being a man. A woman do, and she would have break it down in terms of survival. A man, if he choose not to work, nobody is going to give him no handout. Nobody. A woman have a choice to work, or I mean, it may sound derogatory, or they could get a man to mind them. But men, we do have that choice. I mean, there are certain men that violate themselves. That is their prerogative, not mine. But a man, the distinction of a man, if a man choose not to work, he are nothing. I mean, and they would have said the feminists and them, the feminist movement I mean, takes advantage of a man's weakness. Distinctively, there are certain people that have a high intensity and a high urge for sexual encounters or sexual gratification. And as Cleopatra would have used that against Mark Antony, one of the Roman generals, these feminists doesn't value relationship. They prey on men's weakness. I mean, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I go like it to clear that up because there are certain men that feel advantaged by certain women. And we hear this feminist thing bouncing around all through society, and I mean, you talk about a lighter version to it. I would like to hear that version a little bit.
Okay, so I don't know how to get it really, but are you asking if me being a feminist, right? Do I practice being, even? Do I be, I want to say the right word, eh? Uh, because he just said, right, he thinks that feminists does kind of take a real unfair approach when it comes to
Yeah.
men,
Yeah.
right? And I'm saying no, because the understanding that I have of being a feminist, I don't want to go into the definition right now, but I just want to keep it short. Being a feminist, right, is also looking out for the well-being of a man and a woman. So to answer your question, no, being a feminist is not taking an unfair approach in any relationship in any kind.
All right.
I hope that answered the question.
all right. So hold on. I see Mr. Khan, Mr. Sheldon Khan. He's saying good night, everyone. Blessed night to you, Mr. Sheldon Khan. I would have liked to have you on the show tonight. Let us hear your opinion.
I tried to see if I could send him the link, but since
Okay.
after that, my WhatsApp the WhatsApp on the system here kind of freezing. So
Mr. Samaru, Mr.
Yes.
Samaru is quite active tonight. He's saying, what about a woman bringing home a man the same age with her son? What kind of example would that be? Mr. Renison?
I mean,
Kelly?
I mean, my thoughts on it is a woman bringing home a man same age with his son. I mean, there is it go have a little stigma to that depending on how you view certain things. But I mean, I don't. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'll pass that question.
For me, it will never feel like a comfortable act. It will never feel comfortable because remember, he just said bring it home, which means your son is that young. He still lives with you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And he's still getting nurtured by you, taught by you, and what have you. And to have a figure that you're calling your significant other No, it makes no sense. It would not feel comfortable. I would say no to that.
All right, so let me say, even if that significant other who is same age with your son is a mature man, let me just say, he's mature, he is well mannerly, he's a homemaker, and you the mother now, the woman, hear me? We just saying, you know of the age group now. You wouldn't tell your son, well, hear what? You and my boyfriend have same age, because I will believe you as a woman. Some women may try to hide that, right? For respect reasons.
It's comfortable.
Because your son will watch you in a different, category. Go say, but mommy, how you could bring home a man who is same age with me? What kind of disrespect is that?
Candace, say the girl, mommy, you're a hot girl.
Yeah. Right?
That's so, exactly how he's going to begin. That's exactly how he's going to begin that conversation or that question.
At the same time, before we go into the topic, there are people that joining us on the live here. Some of them saying good night, Donna Ramlochan, good evening. Nadira, good evening. And well, Mr. Khan there. It's Mr. Brown. Good night, everyone. Yeah, Mr. Brown, good night. And Samaru again would have said something within the comments that to bring a man to bring men into submission, and it's true. There are certain we could go on and on with that topic. You understand? There are certain women that does adapt certain methods, really and truly, to bring man into submission. And I just want to know why. You understand? Why a woman will try to do something like that. I mean, there are men who does misbehave, but why try to control love? If you try to control love, it's not love. It's not love. I mean, and to answer that, I mean, we are two lovely women and said, why?
Well, I could understand that, because love should not be about controlling, If I believe if you and your significant other in a relationship, you all should try to be mutual, meet each other halfway. You see, when you try to control somebody, it's come like you're taking away their power, you're taking away their voice, and it will have you feeling a certain type of way, because in a relationship, you have to allow a man to be a man, right? There's some women, they like to nag. Where you going? This hour the night you're going out. You and your friend going out. So it's every night so. And you want to call him down every minute. You want to text him down every minute. You understand? You want to go where he going. So then he just want to go out and hang with the boys. And the fact that he's dressing to go out, you want to make bacchanal. So you have to allow a man to be a man. You have to have trust. You have to have faith. You understand, man? So I kind of share your views there. Not kind of. I understand where you're coming from, Mr. Renison. And I believe a woman or a man should not try to, have their partner to be, submissive to them and try to control.
What I need to ask you, I stand up for my brothers, My brothers and them send me a text. And they say, will a woman submit to a weak man? I stand up for my brothers. Will you submit to a weak man, Kelly?
No.
Candace, tell me. And why? I would like to know why. Because this is a serious topic. Will a woman submit to a weak man?
Well, for me, I am a very strong, grounded woman, right? And I want somebody who will meet me on the same level, right? We must be able to make proper decisions because, again, we're only passing through this lifetime once. And if it is that you're serious, that you want to be with me and I want to be with you, yes, we will make mistakes. But at the end of the day, we have to be able to be on neutral grounds. Kelly, let me hear what you have to say.
No.
As simple as that. Why is that? Why?
Why is that, Kelly?
You like to be the alpha type.
The controller.
No, your question was, why wouldn't a woman deal with a weak man?
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my answer is no.
Yeah, I don't want a weak man. You must be on the same level with me. No. You see,
Well,
because sometimes as a woman, like for instance me, I am always making the decisions, and there are times I need a strong man on my side. Let me chest back and allow you to be yourself, right? But in order to lead, you have to show me that you're going and you can handle me, So being a weak man, you and I ain't going to last because I will run circle around you.
No.
No, we don't want that.
Come on, we need to be straightforward. We
yeah,
don't
yeah,
let
No,
Candace.
young
What you mean
people
by
just
that?
say,
What you mean by that, Candace? What
I
you
don't
mean
want
by
a weak man.
that?
I don't want a weak man. I don't want a yes man every minute.
No, no,
Yes, yes, yes,
Candace.
yes.
Candace, you're
You must
deliberately
be able to
evading the
challenge me.
question. No, 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 no. What you mean by you're running circles around the person? Tell us. Enlighten me.
Well, I will want to control your salary. I will want to tell you, well, you can't go here and you can't go there. And in some instances, some women, I'm not saying me, but some women, and easy, they will want to have a cake and eat it too. And I know where you're going with this, Mr. Edison, but no.
You see,
yeah, because there's no reason to go into the definition of a weak man and what you can and
Yes,
what you could do with him.
yes,
He just said it. A weak man. That's enough to make a decision. No.
yes, no. You're
no,
weak and it
no,
makes sense.
there are certain questions that we must ask ourselves, right? And the thing about it is that, coming back to the topic, what could motivate a woman or pressure what can motivate a younger woman to pursue an older man? We was talking about the factor with the younger man and the older woman, but what could motivate a woman to pursue a relationship with an older
Kelly, let me hear you.
Money.
Gotcha, that was well played.
Yeah,
But if we have to be true to ourselves, right? There are many things that could cause that. Yeah, some
Yes, yes.
some people may talk money, but there are different factors as I would have labeled earlier with where a younger man would have be pursuing an older woman. Emotional maturity, stability. I know Kelly may be saying plain money, but
No. I gave you one reason.
all right, give me one reason. All right. If
I
that
would go for, I would look
Number
at
one.
stability.
The number one reason.
Yeah, but that is the number one factor because a young girl will say, I look at his age and he coming around me, but I hope he have money. But so that's the number one factor. And number two, for me, I will be looking for stability. I ain't gonna want no anyhow any kind of man to come around me, and especially if I have kids, I would want a father figure.
no, but
I would want
Candice,
somebody that
and you would have said that you would have dated older men than yourself in one
yes,
of our
yes,
podcasts.
yes.
But what would I mean? I
What would
mean,
have caused me to walk
wait.
out of the relationship?
No, not what I cause it to work out. What are some of the challenges you would have faced in dealing with a older
A
man?
older man?
Yeah.
Well, for instance, one. Now back then, I used to like to go out, and hang with my friends. And an older man, having a woman like me, they tend to feel insecure. So the insecurity is what used to cause the little confusion. They want to know where I is. They calling on my phone. At one time, one of them couldn't get me for 3 hours, and they assumed that I went and do something wrong. And when I got home, was a big
No.
argument.
Candace, we dealing straightforward here. You understand? What wrong you could have done? Come now, man. You
I,
went to rob
I
a
would
bank or
not
some
have.
kind of
I
thing.
would
Be
not
real
have.
with me now,
Listen
man.
to me. I would not have I would not have done anything wrong, to be honest. So, sometimes as a woman, you're careless, you have to, you're lying with your friends, you take the phone and you chuck it in your bag. And just the fact that they couldn't reach you on the phone, that's them a confusion. Where you was,
So
why you wasn't answering your phone.
Older men are more insecure than younger men. I just answered.
Well, not all the time. It have its give and take. Because the same insecurities an older woman will have is the same insecurity an older man will have too,
Yeah, but
Renaissance. You're ready?
Because-
You're ready for the other characteristics other than money?
Let me hear Christine.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened. I'm frightened. Where you going to
Don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. Have nothing to be frightened about.
Well, let me
right?
hear this.
So, in an older man, right? The addition to the money, you will get a better communication. You understand? And of course, with age, it will bring proper reasoning skills. Less stress. I speak from experience. Less stress. But everybody had their own experience with older men. I'm sure. I'm positive. But that was my experience. It hardly had any type of disagreement. Everything was smooth. The money was good. Yeah. I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself. And even though that we came to an end for particular reasons, he's still my friend, and you don't really get that from younger people.
And he does still receive benefits from him being your friend.
No. I don't ask.
So
if he wants to,
you don't ask him if he say,
no.
Girl, I just feel to drop a 5,000 there.
Well, of course, you're honey here. You ever see two money roll up fighting?
Well, you're asking would I accept? Yes.
Yes.
Free money. Who doesn't want free money?
Of course.
That's besides the point, eh? You understand?
Yeah.
So y'all wanted to know the characteristics of being with a older man, right? That was the question.
Yes.
And I just gave you some based on my experience.
Now, what about the health factor? And that is a serious, real issue, because there are certain people that say that it have a health factor with it. That
I'm glad you bring up that, because let me tell you some of my business, right? So with this older guy, it had a day I asked him, I say, so when time come when you're getting older, and you will need somebody to take care of you, because nobody knows what the future holds, you understand? And I will be thinking positive, but the odds and the facts and the possibilities, he would need somebody to take care of him, and I would need somebody, with me side by side, doing. I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm into agriculture. I'm a geriatric nurse. So what you have you? So I would need somebody side by side with me, working with me to build, with my two kids. And I start asking him this question, and as you asked earlier, you're asking about the person's health, and that was one of the reasons why we separated, because I realized I would not be able to be there for him if ever that time comes.
Well, at least you was honest, Crystal. Why
Yes.
keep calling me Crystal Kelly?
We don't waste time over here. Oh my God, this song is so harsh, but we time waits on no one, and the the more earlier you make decision based on your life choices, it will be more better for you, you know? I'm not being harsh, I'm not being wicked
No,
as some
you're calling it as it is. You're saying it as it
yeah,
is. You know?
yeah.
No, older men tend to be, for me, great listeners, they tend to pay attention to you. Probably because of the age factor, because they know they're going down in age, and to have somebody a little much younger than them, it tend to make them feel younger. And, it gives them a little spunk, a little pep in the step to know, well, all right, I am this age, but I'm still functioning, and I have this young boy on my side. And they tend to treat you better. They cater to your needs. That's why most younger women will go to older man and they will call them, as Mr. Samaru said, sugar daddy.
that way Samaru saying in the message.
Yeah.
Samaru easy boy.
He said older men are more understanding. No, yes, not all the time, Mr. Samaru, I beg to differ. Not all the time.
No, let me bring it a little more street. Let me bring this a little more street. Do you see them older men and them does be spoiling them younger girls and them? They have a tendency to beat them with money.
I have to cut him. It's one of the best investments he's making. So why not spoil?
Of course.
This is a bacchanal topic.
Because I would have had somebody older than me and I would not have won for nothing, That guy used to spoil me. When I tell you spoil,
that's the same thing as saying, Candace. These older men that spoil these young women and them. Because when you as a young boy, right, your finance is not up to level as a 50-year-old. And you're in your 20s. And what these old men does do, they raise the bar so high that a young boy can't cross it. So, you understand? And here what has happened with these young girls and them that go with these old men and them. They just come back to the young boy, They'll have an old man and friend with a young boy.
Right, they will come back.
Well, here why you my sister call it now. You my sister saying, boy, right now I could do it a blessing,
Well, right now I myself say I could do the blesser too. I could do the blesser.
Yes, Candace. I don't know what's wrong with Candace. Candace looking like she know you now hitting 42 somebody?
No, darling, I'm way older than that. I'm 46.
But
you understand?
Candace, well, you looking like a young girl.
Keep it up.
Yeah,
Keep it up,
Candace.
Candace. When I reach Candace's age.
I could do the blesser right now. Not to be honest, but I really am into older guys, to be honest, because I'm looking for that sense of security. That sense of comfort. Not just only the money. Yes, we need money, but I want somebody to, I could relate to. We could sit down and we could have a laughter together. We could go out together.
They understand the assignment. They understand the assignment.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with these younger guys. They don't understand the assignment. Their question is, and what you bring into the table? Our man, he already knows what's standing in front of him. It's what's on the table.
No! Watch me. No. Don't do that. Don't do that tonight. Don't do that. Don't do that. I believe, I just hear a woman saying that, and I don't like that statement. A woman does say, when you ask a woman, hey, what are you bringing to the table? I am the table. Come on now, man. If you...
No, let me be clear. I'm not talking about a pretty face and a bad character, Mm-hmm. I just want to throw that in there.
You see, it comes back to the factor that these old men spoil these girls.
No, it's not about spoiling. I will not say that. I will not call it spoiling. You see, as she just said, an older man understands the assignment. He would have been there, done that. All right, some of you all go say, he mining, she gain, she all his money to stay with him. But at the end of the day, if you have a woman and you love that woman, wouldn't you want to give that woman the world? Wouldn't you want
Of
to
course.
wouldn't you want to treat that woman fairly and give her the love that she deserves, the amenities that she deserves, the care that she deserves? So if you young men want to come into an older woman life, I want to believe you'll have to do the same thing because if she will do the same, because watch, but you will come to an older woman, let me say about an older woman and she have points. And yes, when she watch your foot, she will see where they were going on them speakers beat out. She'll go and buy you a pair of Jordans, she'll buy you, things to make you comfortable because remember she older, she been there, done that, she understand the assignment
Yes,
as
I
well.
mean.
Hey,
Thank you.
Right.
or you don't do
Thank
that.
you.
Or you don't do that. Yes,
Hello, it's
Don't
a,
do
I
it
what
believe
have a
that.
lot of
everybody
older
should
Don't
put
women.
do what
something
It
on the
that.
have a
table.
lot
Don't
of
do that.
older
Don't do that
women.
now, man. Don't
No,
do that,
Don't
no,
do what
everybody.
no,
that.
no. It have a lot of older women. Just handle them young boys and them,
Yes, we understand
And
that, but
and it's that and
a
that is
woman have
what
to
them
bring
young some
something
of them young
vital,
boys going for,
Candice. It's more than all right. It's more than just a
Well,
woman
it
bring
might be
somebody.
different for you, Mr. Renaissance.
Candice,
Mr.
nah,
Renaissance,
don't do that,
it
Candice.
might
A
be
woman
No,
can't
different
no,
for
just
no,
bring a
no,
you.
nice
no.
face. A woman have to say, well,
It's not.
get up in the morning and make a little coconut bake self. Now, something had to
This
happen.
is what. Can I say something? This is
Yes,
what
my
I
love.
just. This is what I just said. She's bringing herself. Herself is just not her physical.
Thank you.
So you're seeing me, right? You're seeing me right now. I know I look into good, but whatever. You're seeing me
No, you
right
look
now,
just
right? And
fine,
all
honey.
you are seeing is my physical. Like I'm speaking with you guys for like more than a half an hour. Since I'm
Mhm.
sitting here and speaking to you guys, all you're seeing is just my physical.
No, well, what I hearing from you too is more than is above average. Because we just get look I and Candice would have just had our interview just the other day with Warrior Princess, and what shall that thing leave you speechless. I cannot
Ooh,
believe in
yeah.
my whole entire life that I have people so
So
you're above average.
when a person is saying I'm bringing myself to the table, is all of them,
No, not everybody
all
does mean
of
that.
them.
Not
No,
everybody
let
does
me
mean
let,
that.
let me let me correct you there, Kelly. You see, when they say when somebody asks you where bringing to the table, some people you have to go into depth with them. You gotta let them know here. No, we being real because when you say I bring myself to the table, they thinking it's sex, Some men, yeah.
That alone shows that this man have no quality, because if he cannot tell the difference between sex and a person,
No, but you have to
that says a
remember.
lot. That says
Remember,
a
all
lot.
right. If you're now, like you're now moving together, remember he wouldn't really know you that much. You wouldn't really know him that much.
I
So
like
then
how
you have some.
it's not like if the thing happen.
No, I try to bring it in as if not better. Right? So you wouldn't really know each other that much. But if that they say that young man or that young woman with an older man or older woman, they want to know where they're at, right? Financially. So I believe the question should have been here what's going on. This is my salary. This is what I'm working for, right? You know the woman will say, well, all right, this is what I'm working for. We had to sit down and said, if we want the relationship to work, we had to work as a team, right? You just bring in sex to the table and go and cut it. Now, a real man wouldn't study what you bring into the table, whether it's sex or finances. That is why we
True.
younger women and some older women, me, tend to go to an older man because as Kelly would have said, they understand the assignment. But the younger men now, they like to ask you where you bring to the table. And when they say yourself, them in their mind, they don't tell us about it. Cunt, I already getting cunt already. Sex. Sex.
That's very stupid to say, because
Yes,
you
yes.
as a
That's
person,
how they think.
you need to ask yourself, why was I attracted to this woman? If you was attracted to this woman because of her body, then when she saying I bringing myself to the table, that is what she will be bringing for him.
Okay.
No, but in
And
his
he
eyes,
also
in his,
Candice, I catch you
understanding.
just now. They catch you.
in
But
his mind,
if you are attracted to the person and the person's personality and whatever qualities that they have, and they said that I'm bringing myself to the table, that man would know exactly what you're talking about. So I don't understand.
No, Kelly, what does take place, right? It have a certain perception outside there, and that is why when you would have said it just now, it would have raised a kind of red flag. Most women, when they say they're bringing themselves to the table, you went in and defined it. These women outside, they're not like that, because we could play a lot of YouTube feeds that would have said, where women say, I bring me to the table, or I's the table. And when you ask them what they mean by certain things, what value you could bring to a relationship. And here what I believe is this, I would have this discussion this morning with my mother concerning this thing with what a woman could bring. I as a man, I tell my mother, I say, Mommy, you know I could do everything, but sometimes my battery does run a little low. And I ever so often, sometimes I need a little motivation, a little push to go forward. I could go outside there and kill all the dragons, slay all the lions, but sometimes you just run low. Your battery does just, it does just, and I need that woman, a woman figure to kind of push you through. You ain't what I from no friend. You want somebody that could pat you on your back and say, you failed today, but buckle up and try
in
again
other words,
tomorrow.
Mr. Renfrew, what you're saying, you're looking for not only sex, you're looking for a support system. You want somebody to be there for you, to have your back.
Of course.
Okay, well I understand.
Of course.
And likewise, a level-headed woman, she would want the same. You
Yeah.
understand? So I agree with you with that. You want somebody not only for sex, somebody who can pick up where you left off because he's only human.
No,
I find
there's
Candace, Candace,
Hmm.
I find men doesn't want to hear none of them qualities.
why you
I
want to say
find
something like that?
let us be honest.
Uh-huh.
From the time a woman say I bringing myself to the table, he automatically going to think it's sex she talking about, because that's all it is caring about sometimes.
Some
Let
some
us be honest.
some
Some
fellas,
men,
some
some
men,
men.
some men.
But I
Well,
feel,
well, well,
I
well,
guess,
well
listen to me,
I
eh?
want to bring it
I
as that
believe.
most men, Candice, most men, and here I go say most men.
Yeah.
There is a dynamics where we call the beta and the alpha. I would have see Kelly would have make mention to the alpha male, right? There is a dynamics. Not all men is alpha male, and a beta male. You understand? A beta male does accept anything, and they have been in starvation of women because a woman doesn't really go for a beta male. Most women run to the alpha, and they are not in short supply of women. And the beta male would have seen these women flocking to these type of man, and they would have been getting the scraps. So imagine, let me put it as this: a beta male from since age 14 going, he having sex with woman. That is the reality that we live with. And a beta male does just watch this and hope to be the alpha. And when he do get it, or when he do encounter a woman, he will try all kind of thing to hold on to it. Because I see men and women in an unhealthy relationship. I see narcissistic tendency that with a perverse and capsized relationship. Women and men gaslighting men. And they ain't gonna leave. They stay in a toxic relationship until somebody get killed. Now I could speak about an issue that everybody in this village here while living is experiencing. And but people just don't want to take no part again. When you're in a toxic relationship, you need to walk out. And I mean, to those that listening, don't stay in a toxic relationship. If something can't work, it can't work. I talk that because it get emotional. It's an ongoing situation. Everybody does come out and in the neighborhood and talk about it. So going back to the story with the sex part, most men, which is predominantly beta male, I mean the alpha male don't really exist in a constant supply. They are sexually driven.
Well, I want to say this. You see, all right, as Kelly just said, when a man asks you what you had to bring to the table, you say yourself, no, it has some men you had to, you know, you had to go into depth. You have to go into depths to let them know. Because, you know, it has some men out there, you know, they had a hook up to right. So you need to break it down for them. You understand me? No, a real man will not ask you that because a man supposed to be a provider, right?
Hey,
But
hey,
the
don't you know
I am asking.
a real man will never ask you that.
a
You
real
know,
man will never. Right, I understand that.
My applause to my scandalous.
Right, well, yes, I agree. Well, so give she some applause there. Give us some applause. Where the applause? A real man, you get right. A real man will not ask you that,
Applause.
right?
I can't this you want applause to that. All right. I will
Yes.
give you. I'll give you.
A real man will not ask you what you're bringing to the table, right? But these men that have nowadays, because all on TikTok, you will see little skits, you know, people asking that question. But these men nowadays, no, they will ask you that. Now, it has a man, they really want to be with you. They want a relationship, but they want to know if in a crisis, you will have the back. So they're asking you, well, all right, they want to kind of like match your money to see where where they're heading. I say it could be that. So when they ask you, where you can bring to the table and they say my body, when they start to watch it kind of way, so then what happens? When this sex you can bring, you ain't go and wash, you ain't go and cook,
No,
you're not going to iron.
Samaru in the comments here would have said something tantamount to that, and we should bring it up. Samaru would have said, bringing yourself to the table songs like you want to be worshipped. Kelly, that would have said.
I wouldn't quite agree with that.
How that can even mean that?
Well,
There's no possible way that I'm saying I will bring myself to the table means that.
I mean,
nah, I don't agree with that.
No, if they wanna ask what is it really I mean by that, I can understand that question.
all right, but look the same. He said long time woman used to be home keepers, and the saying this time it have a short supply of that. I mean, Candice.
All right, now we getting somewhere.
What was the question? I get caught up in a comment I saw there. What was the question?
No. What Samaru said that long time woman used to be housekeepers. Now we are not getting that again. And
all right, stick up in. If I am a working woman and you are working also, I coming home tired. You coming home tired. We supposed to share the workload, right? Not so? Because why? Yeah. Why I think we should share the workload? You can't expect me to go to work, come home, wash, cook and clean, see about the kids, and in the night time you're touching me on my back because you want some sugar.
I was waiting for that part.
That's not going to work in my book. You have to be able to help out with something.
But I believe in that, right?
You see, if I'm on holidays or it's on a weekend and I sit on home and I ain't doing nothing, I dress back and I cook up and on Facebook, on TikTok, whole and I ain't doing nothing. I want to believe it's okay for the man to have a problem with that, because if it's a man and he likes his home a certain way, he like the hot food and everything, I could understand a man having a problem with that. But you see, if the both of us working and you come home before me and you start the pots and you're waiting for me to come home to start the pot, to cook, to feed you and feed the children and help with homework and iron your shirt and iron your pants, I am not Superwoman. If I was home, a housewife, you going to find the bread and butter, and you come home and you meet a dirty house. No food cook, no clothes wash. You have all rights. That is foolishness. You have all rights to browse. You have all rights to put back on your shoes and go by your side chick to get comfort, because remember.
Candice, but I have a question to ask. Now, to be quite honest, right? I have fallen into the pathway that I don't like to cook. And I used to cook, but I don't know how to cook anymore. And that is a big issue for me. I accustomed going outside and working. Sometimes I work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, I'm always busy. So I would have fallen into the negative. And my mother would have set a standard. I would have come home like every month, I used to, well, we're not living together anymore. I used to bring money, give she some money, and she cook for me. And it would have stem on. I mean, there are certain men that don't know how to cook. And if a man don't know how to cook, you go leave him. I mean, I'm just asking. How you song in there?
Well, then hear what? If you meet up with a woman who don't know how to cook,
we in trouble. My criteria is a woman has to know how to cook. That is my criteria.
Yes. And these days, it have cooking classes. It have YouTube. You can Google it. You understand me? And I want to believe learning to cook is not hard. Because I'm sure when you're growing up, you would have seen your mother learning. Because that's how I learned to cook, standing in the kitchen and watching my mother and my grandmother cook. No, I am not no big chef boy, Adine. But I'm sure if I Google, or I go on YouTube and I pull up something, I could make the exact thing. So cooking is common sense. It's taste. And if you love your man and you want your family to stay together, you will learn to cook. Likewise, the man. So what if your wife should fall sick and you can't cook and you go learn to cook? No, I would have bounced up with a patient, right? And his wife was ill. And people like to come to me and, talk. And he told me, he said, girl, my wife, she's still come at years now. And she used to do everything for me. She used to wash, she used to cook, she used to do everything. He said, this woman fall ill and I cannot cook. He said, but let me tell you something. I'm learning. I don't know how to cook, but I'm Googling, I'm doing this and I am learning because she was there for me. So you can learn. If you really love your partner, you would learn. Cooking is common sense and it's taste.
Right. So can I say something?
Yes, you can, honey.
So, Mr. Renaissance, to the person that texts, right? His question was, long time it used to have housekeepers. And I'm positively sure he's referring to us women, right? And that reason for us not being housekeepers anymore is not a fault of ours. It's a fault of society in any country. You understand why? The standard of living is not going up. Sorry, it's not going down. It's going up. You understand? Which will call for both parties in a home to have a job. You understand? Yeah. So it has nothing to do even with women's empowerment. You understand? It's society, whatever state you're from, the standard of living is going up. It's not going down. You understand? Which is causing both parties of a home to have to find a job. And Miss Candice, as you said earlier, you cannot expect for both of us to work a full day and come home and just me alone picking up the responsibility of being a housekeeper. We need to share the work. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I mean, it did. And I learned something here today. I learned something. I could learn to do certain things in truth. Although I don't like it, but I can learn to do it. That's some things I can do.
Let me
Hey,
go and clap now. Let me go
hey,
and clap now.
just so Candice,
Yes.
I would like to apologize to our viewers that we could not open the line today. There is a little technical difficulties that I can't sort out right now. We can't sort it out because everything is hooked up at this point in time. We had to separate it.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of my friends on messaging me the WhatsApp coming on the head in there. Candace are trying to call in and I can't get in. I want to fix Mr. Renaissance.
You see that clap? He couldn't find earlier on. I agree.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
I could not find the clap.
I'm going to
and-
build. I'm going to build a sling and shot for that crow.
Yeah.
Watch out, oh, easy there. Watch out. Somebody now text me there and stated, I don't know why you just text it on the why you don't text it on the in the YouTube feed. Right under the YouTube feed, you have a live chat or you can text down there. Right? Somebody text me on my phone, Kelly, a guy said that you're very, very well, beautiful. And Candice, Candice.
Thank you.
Somebody said that you're very, very beautiful too. And he's stating that he don't know why I'm a younger guy. And he said, he said
They
plead
want
the
to pull me
case.
back real far back, boy.
He said plead the case. So
Nah.
I have a little partner there, you understand? He's a good guy.
Candace, forward.
Darling.
No, backwards never, forward ever.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. No, I'm not going on that road. Although it does have me feeling a little sexy and making me feel like I still have a spunk. Because when I was in my 20s and even in my early 30s, I didn't want to say with me, and I still want to do but here we're going to know my place. So I'm very grateful for all the young men watching me and telling me XYZ. But I know my place.
All right. Well, I
I
understand
know
you,
my
Candice.
place.
I
Yeah.
understand you. Well, I real vexed that we could not take calls tonight, boy. That real, but I know the kind of responses that I getting from people outside is like, it's amazing. People that like to weigh in on the topic, people you can still do so, or you could
In the
text it in
comments.
the comments. Yeah, we read in the comments. Don't worry yourself. Next week we will get back onto you. We will fix that problem by next week. Well, we
Yeah,
go
but
fix
next
it
week-
by Tuesday. By Tuesday we go fix that, Candice.
But next
All
week
the-
will be another
All
hot
the time,
topic. Yeah?
Candice, we asking them to call in, and some of them didn't want to call. You understand?
They
I
try.
don't understand that. I didn't understand that, but we go fix that problem. That would be. I know Samaru that say a lot. I'm trying to see if I can find the link to send for Samaru. Samaru is a man.
Samaru, the majority of the comments on here is from Samaru, well.
There's a Samaru singing.
Where's that?
Yeah, this is Samaru Candice. Bring back the old time days. Bring back the...
Like the second man just go by the books.
And what you would have said here,
Samaru.
you say, Samaru that say God have a structure. God structure for marriage, and the world structure is two different structures.
Herbert trying to call.
Where is that?
The live message.
Herbert trying to call, but he calling my cell phone.
Right.
Herbert, Mr. Herbert.
You trying to call your cell phone?
Yeah, oh God, he be trying to call. Oh my God. Yes, but I told him the platform to go on. Yeah, what? Let me log off, but then he can't call in because we're having some technical difficulties with that.
You can't call it, but he could call and give contribution, but it ain't gonna be. You see, we ain't gonna be able to have no dialogue with you guys. And that is what
Oh,
you will hear him, you know, because part of the system not
yeah.
hook up. Part of the
Oh.
system not
So,
hook up.
Mr. Rankin, we have to work on that because, you know, we will want little feedback too. Because there will be people who will agree with you and disagree with me. There are people that will disagree with you, agree with me, likewise with Kelly.
Yeah,
So
well,
we need to have,
tonight,
you know,
Give me,
people.
give me,
Go ahead.
give me a second, guys. I'm going to get something to drink.
all right, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Candice, or your team up on me.
Yeah, but
Or your
Mr.
team
Rankin,
up
that
on
is
me.
facts.
Or your match
That
me
is
up, you
facts.
understand?
That is
Or you,
facts.
nah. I can't agree with that, man. I can't agree with that. Some of it
That
I
is
agree with,
facts.
some of it I agree with, and some of it I don't agree with, to tell you the truth. I'm being
That
real
is
with you.
facts. That is facts.
I was Samaru to call in, I was Samaru on this, you know. Samaru, I'm going and see if I can get this link to here to send it to you, a matter of fact. You have to say something here, boy. I telling you. Let me see if I get this link to send for Samaru. God, everything freeze up.
You have to work on that. We have to work on that.
Yeah, by next week,
Mhm.
we'll be able to function with this thing.
But I liking Kelly, yeah? So we should invite Kelly to come back on the show on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And Kelly, once you agree, I will call you. You will give me a number of the thing, and I will tell you what is the next topic. You know, because every Saturday is Bacchanal Saturday, right? And we will try to work on getting t-shirts with, you know, our logo. Although we are the Justice Advocate crew, but Saturday I want to come with something, you know, a little hot and sexy and spunky, because we will, as time goes along, we will have a lot of people commenting and the lines will be working and we'll have a lot of callers. Because people tend to like the Bacchanal thing. You understand? So Mr. Renison is saying that we mash him up. He said we team up on him.
As I see Miss Michelle Jerome would have said in the comment, the way to a man's stomach is through his belly. And you know that
Exactly.
story? And you know where they get that story from Queen Esther. Queen Esther, yeah, it's tree belly. And they would have get that story from Queen Esther. She would have I forget the king name, but would have cook up a nice meal for the person. And when she done and the king was full, she would have make a request. But not in this generation. The way to a man heart is to dance nice on TikTok in a little panty and a little thing and millions of likes, millions of followers. That is the way
Yeah,
to
well,
a
you
man
see,
heart right now.
yeah, well, not all men, you know. Not all men. Have some men, they are not intrigued by that, you know. They would look on, right? Because that is not in their house. But as some men, yes, they would be intrigued by that. If your wife, you come home and your wife put on a little sexy on and you know, but you must have the food on the table. And for me, nothing is more sexier than a man who knows how to treat his woman.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is so true.
I find the clap.
Do you find the clap?
I agree with that. I endorse that 100%. You understand? And
Yeah.
not only his mother, right? And not only his woman, but also his mother. And that is a
Yeah,
thing,
but let me tell you, that for me, that is so attractive for me, because it have some guys I would see where I work, they're coming with their mom. And the way how they would take care of their mom, I just like watch them and be like, wow. You know, if a man really shows his mother love and taking care of his mother, you know, he will make a
Crystal,
very
wipe
good
your
husband.
I mean Kelly, wipe your mouth, Kelly, wipe your mouth. Kelly now decide to eat someday, you know, easy day, Candice.
I don't think this is her first time. This is Kelly's first time and she will be a little, you know, a little fidgety. I was like that at one time. But I'm so happy to have a company here, somebody we could bounce ideas with. And she's quite a good company for us.
Yeah, but
You
I
know?
find she for the facts, man. She's a person with. I mean, she like the facts. She does it here raw
Yeah.
and unadulterated. And
No beating around the bush. For what?
yeah, but that
Yeah.
is something you're supposed to get in everybody, especially the world will be a lot easier if things like that take place. What if you know a man is your enemy?
Straightforward people.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it would. It would be much better.
Now, I was
Yeah.
making a point earlier just now, then, and the point is
Hmm.
this. You could peer into the character of a man by what shall we treat others, what shall we treat especially his mother. Now,
Exactly.
to you young ladies outside here, if you see a man cussing his mother, roughing up his mother, embarrassing she, what do you think going to happen to you?
The very same thing.
And then when they're done,
In a more worse scenario.
Yeah,
and
it would be very bad.
and
Hmm.
it should, what do you think going to happen to you? Where you think how you think he go treat you? How you think he respect you? And
Yeah, because if that is the woman that carried in her belly for 9 months and she would have nurtured you until you reach a big man,
As a queen.
and you have the guts, the gall to turn around and disrespect the person that give you life. That is the utmost disrespect. I don't believe there's any forgiveness for that. And I just watch how a man just communicate with his mother.
so,
I
so
just watch that.
so Kelly, you just only drink 14% and up. You understand? You don't drink a little 5% at 4%, 14%. Power up, dude. That man dead tonight.
Well, I saw the drink, I saw the
Honestly,
drink.
honestly,
Yeah, but Candace, you
honestly,
going out too
I
just now.
already.
Yes, Mr. Anderson, I am going. I'm going to Toko Old Boys tonight. Me and my crew. So
Watch out. Is is a old man career going with it? And-
what old man crew? No, darling. I love dancing. I love dancing. And these young boys and them, some of them can't really dance. You're
Watch
dancing
man,
with them
watch
and they
man.
mashing you. They
Watch
mashing
man.
your toe.
Next week, I'm bringing a man here because we have to even out this thing. Because you see where you're doing, me Candace. You see where you and Kelly doing. I ain't going down that road next week, because watch man, I'm bringing a full audience here. Next week,
Uh,
we go and deal with this because you can't be doing with that. Not all. I can real dance. I just spin around my mother. My mother afraid. When you see on a Sunday morning when I go and check she, and she making a little Sunday lunch. She know when she expected me, she had to make pie. I say, mommy, if my mother make pie on a Sunday, I don't want no food. I telling she, I say,
uh,
mommy, where the pie? You understand? And when I down there, we just be dancing in the kitchen and all kind of thing. And that true fact, I say a man could step on my toes. I don't step on no toes, as a matter of fact.
well, kudos to you. Because I would have went to a little back in time something, and again younger men come and ask me for dance, and I would say okay. No, I will choose my songs to dance with them, because I ain't go will dance with no kind of pasta thing for them to be gyrating on me, and they're feeling their bone hard sticking on my leg.
No,
I
but
will choose something soft. And some of them cannot dance, they cannot waltz, they cannot do moringue, they cannot two-step. They can't. They just want to stand up and grind one place.
all right, all
You
right, all right.
understand?
But
So
That,
but
that's
you,
that's from my era.
yes,
That's from my era, Candace. And
and it's not that
sometimes
it's not that I
that is
can't.
just sort of
It's not that I can't dance and well, the only thing I can't split and thing now because I get much older. But not that I can't dance up and gyrate and
what
you
can
know.
this?
But my
What? This
age,
is split and thing, girl. Split.
but at my age, I have to show some respect. You understand? So if I will more go to the I will hang out with the young people, because I'm not that old. I will hang out with the people my age and a little younger. But when I really want to enjoy myself and really dance, I will go to a back in time. So I will look for somewhere, have adults, an adult crowd, and I will show off my skills because your girl could dance. You understand? I want nobody mashing my toe.
And Candice, I want to see where we have any comments so far, Candice. Where we have any comment? I know it does pay attention. I know Samaroni heating it up. Where we have any comments?
Oh God, anyone. That's the one. Let me see what Mr. Samaru has to say.
Where we have any comments? But Candice would have been talking about
Stop it, TH. What? But always sneaks in the younger room of neighbors who probably date real man, friend, girl hiding behind both female or act shield or scared of P8. I understand what a person says.
Yeah, neither me. It is comical in pain milk and met. I don't understand. I don't understand either.
Yeah, they want to, you see, that's why they're supposed to be able to call in there, because they're trying to text so fast, and that's okay. We understand.
Right.
Right, we understand.
But Candice, you was hitting a subject just now in which you was saying that certain men don't know how to dance and things, and I don't believe that. Believe that.
Listen to
That's
me.
not true.
Listen to me. You see, these era here of young men from my age go back. They don't know how to dance. They don't even know some of the back in times music. When you play it for them, they're like, what? Where you get that style from? Where you pull out that from dinosaur age? They don't know. So when they're going out back in time, do you think they will be able to dance to that? They were not.
It have many songs in our era. You can still hold on to your woman and do your little two-step, and they choose not to as well.
Yeah.
So it's not only about the songs from back then. It have songs that requires us to dance like that now, and they are not. They don't even want any part of it.
Yeah, you ever see how some of these young men, when they go party, how they just dance, them they stand up and course all night and course out. One time I went to a little session.
We don't dance. We just watch how you dance.
Yeah, they say bad man don't dance.
I was no good at a runner, son. He look like them who just stand up in the party and do this.
Yeah. They just say bad man don't dance.
Bad man don't dance. Bad man don't dance.
They will stand up and watch their woman dance and flex.
We just only watch how you dance.
They will stand up and watch you flex, and then after, they go course up, and they were enjoying themselves right there, and they move a muscle. All they do is neck movements, and that's it.
I don't know about them. Candice, I don't feel for my little, my man to hold me, even if it's in the living room, and we do a little two-step. Step,
yes.
side
to side.
Two-step.
And I'm working on my step to step. And you won't believe that. I'm looking forward to hearing that update tonight, eh?
We're open forward to hear, Candice. We're open forward to hear update.
The step side to side. I am loving that. I love that song. I could do that very good,
As you talk about that, I like any party, back in time party that I go to, and then play electric, and just get real mad. I like to do the two-step with the electric. you know that one, Candice?
Of course I know the electric, but I will go there and dance to the electric.
Watch me, people, the whole party at one point in time does be moving with that, and if that only play, everybody like the lineup and the...
You can feel it. It's electric.
There is more things than weddings and things. No.
Those are one of the anthems. Those are one of the anthems.
Yeah.
Back in time anthems, yeah.
Yeah, that one of the anthems.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we coming up to the hour. Matter of fact, we coming up to the hour. I know this is Kelly first time on the show. I mean, I know there's Candace. Well, I know you here all the time. We just do the thing. We just play them. But at the same
Yes.
time, Kelly, we want to thank you for being on the show and in such short notice. And we enjoy your company. We enjoy your company here. And you bring a fresh set of ideas, to the thing. Although you would have said you bring you to the table, but I don't know. You define it. You define it.
Okay. Okay. Right.
And the thing about it that stand out in the statement, you say the older men know their assignment, but I had to tell you, younger boys too. Some of us, not all are ashamed of it, but some of us know our assignment too. You understand?
Understand the assignment.
And,
Understand the assignment.
and I like a woman who does cook. If we could, I like a woman who does cook. If you can't cook, I don't know, I can't function. So we can't it can't happen between two of us. So Candace and Crystal, I don't know we looking to close off. I know where you want to say in your final comment. Candace and Crystal, I don't know which one I want to go first.
Why is it, because we had the interview with Crystal, the Crystal stick on us.
Kelly.
So,
Oh, Kelly,
forgive us. Please forgive us. We spent quite a lot of time with Crystal, so the name's kind of close, right? So Kelly, I am so happy to be able to meet you tonight, and you seem to be a very nice, fun-loving person. Although I didn't get your age, but nonetheless, you seem to be very mature for your age, and that's good. So it was good having you here. It's good to have a team so that we could team up on Mr. Renison, because he seems to always want to me. I am headstrong about not being with he just tell me I'm missing out, so I need to go and get myself a young boy.
Of course, I'm missing out.
Wow, that's an applaud donkey flying in the sky with colorful bows. Anyhow. So we are about to.
I see one of that yesterday, Candice. I see one of that yesterday. I thought it had appeared. I was waiting to see the next one, but I saw one in that yesterday. The donkey that flying with the colorful bones.
Right. So it is a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you here, Kelly. And I do hope if probably next Saturday we could depending on the topic. I will have Mr. Renison call you, and if you want to come in again, we will invite other people to come in as well. And this is all about fun, because on a Tuesday and a Thursday we deal with real hardcore issues, real life stories, and we must have a little time to kick back and unwind and share laughter together, share idea together, share thought together. So, enough being said, Mr. Renison, the hour is coming.
No, well, I see Chris, Kelly there, and I don't know. I keep saying Crystal. We would have spent some time, and that was a touching story in truth.
Yeah.
So Kelly, what you want to say in your final statement at this point in time?
Oh, well, I appreciate you guys having me, and I never did something like this before. My experience with you guys for the first time, it was nice. And I hope to see you guys soon.
Okay. Nice.
You team up on me and you like that, eh? Or you like that, eh? or you team up on me and you like that. All right.
Hey, one thing, men love to play victim, eh?
Yes. I gather that much.
Watch out. I is a man. I is a man. I am a man. What are you telling me about?
A man that likes to play victim. You are one of those.
I hear you. And people, we had to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the audience. And, next Saturday we go come with this old bacchanal Saturday thing, We just winding up a bit because, you know, we would have had a guest. It was supposed to be a bigger panel on this, by the way. This is what could have taken place in short notice. Thanks for watching. Next week, we are going to open our phone lines, and or you can come with the topic, or you can come with your spin on what we are speaking about. I apologize.
Yeah, well, based on that topic.
Yeah. So with that, people, we are out.
Have a blessed night, everyone. Bye, Kelly. Mr. Ransom, have a good night.
Okay.
There we go. Hi, good day, everyone. I'm Candace Edwards, and I'm here with Khan, Mr. Khan.
Yes, Khan.
We are the Advocate for Justice. And look on our YouTube channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. Well, Saturday is the Bacchanal time where you can call in.
Bacchanal Saturday.
Bacchanal Saturday, we call in that. Where you can call in and bad okay man, bad okay woman. Let's sit and have a chat. Right? Mr. Khan?
7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Make sure and call. Bacchanal Saturday. But we'll be on a Tuesday and Thursdays as well for all those hardcore issues that are affecting you. Water, mosquitoes, parliamentarians. We'll be there. Call in and talk, we'll be coming to you to do interviews, showing the videos, and then we'll be airing them.
Yes, for everyone to see, so you too can have a voice. Whatever situation you would have been facing in the past and even in the present time now, you can come out, you feel free to call. We are your voice. Let us stand in the gap for you and bring this situation out into the light.
This video was born because a lot of people commenting, so we're trying to give the people a
voice.
So make sure and tune in. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and
Saturday, Bacchanal Saturday.
I like it.
There we go. Hi, good day, everyone. I'm Khan.